Let's
So
hit
the,
it.
so the bottom line is, dude, you can't make spaghetti. That's what I'm hearing right now.
No. Okay.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
You
Back
stirring the
to
pot
Is
here.
It Though podcast. Welcome back to this week's Is It Though podcast. Today we're joined by Kenny, the saltiest of ever. Kenny, what's up, Kenny?
Yeah, Trey. Hey, what's up? By the way, I make spaghetti better than you.
We'll get to that in a minute.
You've not tasted my recipe.
Okay, we'll get to that. What's up, Robert? All the way from the Philippines. What up? All the way across the world. How's the morning treating you?
It's been good. Just woke up. I'm feeling good. Being good.
Feeling good on a Wednesday. Sparkling thoughts.
Sad hair gang, by the way.
What's up? Why didn't I hear that? What did you say?
Sad hair gang, by the way.
Oh, Sad Hair Gang. Sad Hair Gang and March Babies. Get out of here, Kenny, with your recipes. So,
Oh, you stirring the pot now, Trey. You stirring the pot.
buddy, I will serve any type of pot. I will stir this pot and I will make some spaghetti. How about this? I will get it like Kevin from The Office. Make a pot of spaghetti, drive all the way to where you live, and serve it to you.
You won't do it. You don't have the means.
If I get bored enough, I
You
probably will.
don't.
So welcome back to the podcast. As though if you haven't noticed, we had a thrilling, some would say heated exchange of Kenny claiming he could make a spaghetti, but he didn't say spaghetti. He made a casserole, which it's like
Same thing. Oh boy.
Is it though? Is it though?
Is it though?
It contains the main ingredient of spaghetti, does it not?
Right.
Does it not?
Right. So
Does it not?
Is a
No, enlighten me, Trey.
so okay. So a calzone is a pizza, basically, right? A hot pocket is a pizza, basically, right? Same ingredient.
What analogy are you trying to make here, Trey?
Same ingredients. A calzone, hot pocket, same thing, right?
Calzone? What are you talking about? Calzone? Is that like a restaurant you're talking about?
Kenny, what's up with you, man? So besides making these horrible recipes ideas, what else is new? For those that know, Kenny, I know I'm like popping shots at him, but truth be told, if y'all watched words, this is why I do podcasts, so I can learn to talk better and talk good and not mumble. This is why we're all here. Hi, welcome to therapy. So if y'all watch the What Ups and the interviews first with Kenny, you've learned, if you watch those to now, you've learned what I've seen. He's, he from the Nomad, like when he was back in the RGV, to now he's jumped to Temple. You hear more about his story, learn how much he was kind of like, learn about his PTSD, learn about all these types of things he's been through. Talking his kind of shyness to now, my man here is a substitute teacher. Teaching the youth. But for disclaimers, can't go too much detail how, because they don't want to get him into any sort of trouble. But
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make
But
is
Kenny, share to the viewers one of your stories as a substitute teacher.
share one that won't
I
get you too
don't-
much in trouble.
Okay, I got one. Possibly, I'm not sure if this one will or won't get in trouble. Because, I mean, it was just your average, everyday thing. So, I'm substituting for a science class. Yes, science class for the win.
Science.
Science.
Welcome to physics. Holy mother!
Physics out of here. It's all about science.
It's the same thing.
I know.
We
I
don't
just
have
want to-
physics
I
here.
want to-
Okay? We don't have physics.
That was physics right there. Okay, continue.
No, we ain't learning about gravity. We're learning about chemicals. And oh boy, did I have fun! This it actually happened on it was a Monday. I'm subbing for the morning class, and everyone's just like, "Ugh, I don't want to be here." And so I look down in my drawer, and mind you, I have 2 PB&Js for lunch. So putting that out there.
It always includes a PB&J.
And,
Guys, ladies and
Always
gentlemen,
includes a PB&J.
I'm gonna pause the story just real quick, just to know that this man, this 22-year-old, 25-year-old man, I don't know how old he is. I don't know what his age. Just kidding. I know your age, but I don't know. If
22.
This 22-year-old man.
He's
When I first met him, when I first was reintroduced to him, through this podcast, through the community, he'd always mention stories about PB&J. I thought it was just a bit. I thought it was just a joke. I thought it was one of those things like, haha, PB&J, oh, that one time at band camp, blah, blah, blah. I can say, in honest to God, full community, full stance, to all the listeners across the world, that this man here loves peanut butter and jelly sandwich. To the point where if we ever meet somebody, falls in love, I kid you not, this man on his wedding day will have 2 things in his lapel in his pocket. One will be the wedding ring, and in the other pocket is a bag of his 2 sandwiches, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
No, Trey. It'll be a full mountain of PB&Js.
Oh, I believe it.
On the table.
Like at his wedding, like reception, they have dinners and stuff. Like they serve you plates. No. Then he's gonna be serving out peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. The cake is gonna be
it's a mountain of PB&Js.
Right,
It's
just
tall.
a buffet of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
So, let me tell you about this time. I was at a wedding reception, right?
Oh God, go ahead.
I was the best man for it. Obviously, we did it online. We weren't allowed to do it in person. But the couple lived in the same house, so I was the best man. So I gave my best man speech. Letting him know such a wonderful guy he is. And that one time we got in so much trouble that the principal just gave us this look like, why? And anyway, apart from that, so as I finished my best man speech, I hold up a peanut butter jelly sandwich and I say, "This is how weddings are truly done, with a peanut butter jelly." I take a bite and everyone claps. I sit down and I finish my peanut butter jelly sandwich. I kid you not. Every day after that, my buddy is constantly reminding me about when I ate a peanut butter jelly at his wedding. Salud.
Imagine that, like,
My mom was
imagine that, like, okay, it's a wedding reception. Let's say this was in person. Like, you sounded good. You didn't write. Okay, 2 things. You didn't write down your best man's speech, right? It was from the heart.
It was from the heart, yes.
That's the way it should be, dude. That's the way it should be. It's like if every time I see a wedding reception and the best friend or the best man writes down a letter, like pulls out a letter, like, oh, back in my day, we used to have a lot of fun. So that's not a best man, dude. But imagine entire weddings around, drinks all around. You're like, ladies and gentlemen, this is my best man. But it's 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Just okay, go back to your story. So,
okay, so it's a Monday. Everyone's tired. It's early in the morning. It's 8:00. Everyone's just coming in.
Mm-hmm. Groggy.
And I pulled the paperwork out that was set in the desk, and I take a look at it, and I'm like, what is this? I was mind-boggled at the work they had to do. And it was early in the morning. So I take a swig of my coffee, bang it on the desk.
I know, it's great, right?
Another.
I got the whole class's attention. I say, yes, my name is Kenneth Willis. Welcome to science class, yada, yada. The typical boring.
Did you write your name on the board?
No, I did not. I was
move.
too lazy.
Walk in.
Yeah, I was too lazy. So,
Of course you are.
So I start writing down whatever was on the paper of their homework. With a little twist, though. I put on a bit of music.
What
No,
kind of
I'm not
music?
going to say what it is.
That's the time you blasted
think-
like some anime music, like.
No. It was Nickelback. I put on Nickelback. And
What's off Nickelback?
Burn it to the ground.
Were you like, look at this graph?
No.
job.
I put Burn It to the Ground, and everyone was just like looking at me and looking around like, well, what are we doing today? I'm like, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So I pull out the flask.
The flask
I put
or
it on a
flask?
heat plate. What?
What'd you say? I heard flask.
Yeah, you know those little clear bottle things?
That
The-
you serve beer in? Liquor?
No. The ones where you put chemicals in. The one with that hole and then it's like,
Okay.
triangle?
Sorry. My alcoholic brain went to flask. Sorry, that's on me.
wow,
Four
wow,
more.
Trey.
4 more alcoholic brain. Anyways, go ahead.
So I put the flask on the heat plate. Mind you, it's not connected. And this is where a dumb moment happened, a funny moment. I'm staring at the flask, and I put water in it. And I'm waiting for it to heat up. And the class just looks at me, and I'm just there staring at it like this. It doesn't heat up. So I look around, I'm like, all right, class, what can you tell me what's wrong?
Cricket noises.
And this smart kid just gets up, comes to my desk, plugs the thing in, and walks back to his seat. I'm just like,
He said, I remember, dude, think about that though. Think about the simple things that we had growing up. I'm sorry, Rory, this is like the old man part of the podcast. But back in our days, we put
back
the
in
phones,
my day.
we didn't have these phones and whatever. We ran and we went outside. We played on the swing set. Rory's down. He's down. You can see his LED keyboards. Shout out to that. But dude, like,
Oh my gosh, dude.
I like fast forward some years. Like I can't even imagine if I ever to meet somebody and then eventually have some kids of my own. How am I going to bring up in a world now where it's just technology? You know what I'm saying? Like that era that we've grew up in, it's pretty much gone, dude.
Yeah.
There's kids that go outside still, but not, you know what I mean? Like we played in mud, we ate dirt, just because we were just out of boredom, dude. Like we did.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like kids don't even go near that stuff, like it's just because germs.
I get it. You're old. I get it.
There's a stray dog. We pet the dog. We got bit. We didn't go to the doctor.
True. If you tell your mother that you're dying, she'll just tell you, walk it off. You'll be fine.
Or
Okay.
It's either that or they do the Vicks vapor rub.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Vic?
I get it. Y'all are old. I get it.
Okay, let's keep right involved here.
Yes. I'm not old though. I'm only 22.
Shut up, dude. I'm not even like.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it, huh?
Jeez. No.
Oh, shut it, you single bastard.
Jesus.
Well, evil, yes. Bastard, debatable.
Oh, man. I'm never opening up to you guys again. The last
what?
time.
No, you can open up to Trey. Come on, it's okay.
Last time on the podcast, I went up to you guys. Feel attacked. Open up to you guys. I'm on the fence. That part's gonna cut.
Look, man, look. I saw the joke. I made the joke. It's gonna happen.
Sus. So, dude, what's it up, dude? So, okay. So, what's it like, dude? How are you balancing this to come back circle to what we talked about at the beginning of this podcast before I opened up myself and got made fun of? So, how's it like, dude? How's it like balancing going from going to like about 2 months ago where you were bored out of your mind, like, how am I going to get a job and this and that? Here you are with 2 jobs. I told you at the time, hey, it's going to happen. And sure enough, here we are. And it did happen. So how are you managing your time with 2 jobs, dude?
Well, the one I previously that I have over here at the hospital is actually now officially a part-time. The one at the school I have, the one at the school is a full-time, but I'm off on the weekend. Mm-hmm. So whenever I have the weekends off, I contact my part-time job, ask them if they need any assistance or whatever. So far, thank God, they haven't called me in or anything. Because now they're getting more and more staff. It's been increasing lately, which is good. Good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But it's also bad because I'm not getting hours from them, but I'm getting hours from the school. Mm-hmm. So essentially, that's leaving me with 2 options, really. Cut my losses with the one at the hospital and go officially full-time at the school and do overtime for them, or continue doing what I'm doing and just go with the flow. Other than that, it's time management. It's easy. I mean, I've got the weekends off. I can sleep. I can rest, you know. It's currently the weekend now, so I got about 13 hours of sleep today.
Hey, here we go. 13 hours is a little bit excessive, but yeah, here we go.
Yeah, 13 hours.
There we go.
And
as Rai fixes headphones.
Right. Do you see that in the corner?
If y'all watch this podcast live now here, like Rai during this time when Kenny's talking, he either gets up and leaves or sits down and then messes around, tinkers with his headphones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, but Trey, honestly, my week, it's been hectic, but I'm enjoying the job that I have. So, it creates a lot of fun moments, and honestly, I can go for a beer right about now.
Same, dude. Me. Same. It's been a while since I had a beer, to be honest. It's been like 4 months.
Really?
4 months, I think 5 months. No, I lied. So when I go down from the valley, like 3 months ago, 2 months ago at this point. Dude, isn't it blind blowing that this year's halfway almost over already? It's the summer, pretty much.
No.
Speaking of sub, man, I think that's another thing. I think that's another too to go back to me opening up before I get made fun of. And also, by a little behind the scenes curtain, if you think I'm gonna let that one go, I'm never gonna let it go. That one is burned inside the back of my mind, there, buddy.
Which one?
Not you, Jen. I'm talking to the other guy with the bad spaghetti recipe.
What are you talking about?
Anyways. But yeah, dude, like I miss talking to them. I haven't talked to Daniel in forever. Adrian stopped by in the chat. I talked to him. It was nice talking to him. And it's like, I haven't talked to Crystal in forever. And I was really hoping Nick would jump on here because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know, man. I hope it worst case scenario doesn't happen, but best case scenario, Nick, gets his courage back. He comes back in. We're at full strength again, but I mean, I don't want to count him out just yet. I don't, because he's a great guy, and I want to keep going with him.
absolutely. That's one thing I guess that adds to more of what I was, to be honest, saying earlier was like, I feel like everything that I do, I have to double check myself and, I always question and think that I'm doing something right because it's not just me when it comes to this podcast anymore. It's y'all. I feel like if it's a day off and I don't say anything, when it comes to live streaming or podcasting or even jumping in the Discord, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I feel like if I don't say anything, I feel like I'm letting you guys down, or you guys get discouraged and I'm not there, or you don't hear nothing from me. It's like it's I'm trying to balance things out. I mentioned on the last podcast of everything, and I feel like on my end everything's not in order just right, and I feel like a piece of that it's what I mean? It's an added pressure that I added to myself,
Well, see, that kind of pressure also falls on to me because I have been trying to work out a schedule, to like, now that I officially got my weekends off, I can finally work out a schedule for the What Up podcast and all that. It's just, I'm a bit saddened because I was too little too late. And that honestly, it scared me for a bit. And it still does when, I don't get a reply from Nick saying, hey, I actually will come back on. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for it. And because, honestly, Nick gives me a sense of normalcy, Because without Nick or Rai, I have nothing, normal to talk about with them because they ground me in reality. They ground me, hey, pull back. We know you had an extraordinary life. Pull back a bit, we're normal folk, right? Does that make sense?
I think so.
So, you sure? Do you want me to elaborate?
Well, because I think it's like right here in the bottom here, like, what I'm saying? It's like different perspectives, because his life is different to our, like, vastly different to the life we lived here, because, I think Canada is very, very different because we're all different people, but pretty much the same person in a way, same mindset in a way. Right here, like, sure, he's the youngest of us, but I would argue to the day that I die, kid is more mature than all of us combined. Like, what I'm saying? Because like it's like we're still learning about each other. Like when Rai, like I always say, like when Rai first joined the server, came more from the different server, joined our Discord server from Among Us. All he ever said was 3-4 words. I'll probably bleep this out. Was fuck and shit, and I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Blah 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 blah. But in Among Us terms, and that's all we got from him when he joined was just that. But now it took time. He opened up, learned more about him. Dude's a freaking pianist. He plays guitar, runs a coffee shop, school, finishes all his modules, relaxing. It's just layers and layers and layers. He's, what I'm saying? And he, what I mean? It's like different things. And with Nick, it's like, okay, he had a warehouse job. He said, nah, warehouse job stinks. He stood up for himself. I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to go to school, finish school. He's laser focused. He finished all his schoolwork, saved some money up from his previous job. And now the man's already graduated, not looking for his permanent job. Oh, they're in Canadian land. Wow, this whole vid thing's going on. See, you know what I mean? It's like that will, that dedication to determine, and also like I see a lot of myself in it because I too was at that point where it's like I didn't want to talk, I didn't want to mumble. I was bad at it, was shy, awkward. We all have been there, and it's like it's, and I feel like that he could get to the point where he's comfortable talking and being okay with being on camera, or not being on camera, or just with coming along with us, because I feel like it's better to know, like, hey, I'm not alone in this,
Understandable, and again, it's let me rephrase that. when I say I've led an extraordinary life, I mean like the experiences that I've done here. Wow. When I say they give me a sense of normalcy, meaning like they bridge everyday things, like, you know, they go to work, they, you know, manages a coffee, right, manages a coffee shop. That's normal. It's not like where I'm telling tales about, you know, life and death situations and then, you know, suddenly getting a shotgun to the face or whatever, you know? And, you know, because that's the life I'm used to, you know, just living life on the edge. And now I'm being thrusted into this sense of normalcy. I like it. It's intriguing, I guess. But obviously, I have respect for both Nick and Shawn here, Rai, because they're doing something. They're doing something with their lives, and I'm proud of them. And it just makes me want to do more things, you know? Like, you know, I'm considering going back to school is what I'm thinking about. So, in terms of, I know I talk a lot, and, you know, I sometimes make people uncomfortable with the way I talk, you know? Like, I'll give out of context speeches and all that. But, you know, it's just, I don't know, without you, Trey, without this podcast, without Rai, without Shawn, without Nick, it's just, it doesn't feel the same.
No? Cool.
Dang! Right, dude! Face reveal! He's got me pizza!
What? Hold on! Wait, hold on! What up?
What up?
What up?
Jeez, I'm half tempted to enable my camera.
Is that Jin?
Yes!
That's true.
Hey, Jin! You're not eating cat food, are you?
No, he's eating pizza. For the first time!
I love you. Here comes everybody.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Nice.
Haven!
Calm down, Kenny. Calm down.
What's up?
Kenny,
Oh, grounded with normalcy, but would be the reason why we do podcasts, why we do stuff like this. You know, it's other people, it's like, I don't know what other people may think, but to me, it's like, dude, that's, you know what I mean? That's like something.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Something you can't write. Something is like, dude, let's go. You know, like that
actually happened. Yeah, that actually happened.
Go ahead, Robert. What are your thoughts on this, man?
He's got a thing. You good, Rai? I know, I want to cry myself.
So you guys, when I met you guys, yeah, it was only for Among Us when Kevin pinged the role for Among Us, and I'm pretty sure it was like 2 weeks after that session, he sent us the Discord link, I'm pretty sure. And when I joined, I felt something with you guys. Like, I felt connected. And that was the time. That's why I wanted to get to know more of you guys. So that's why I even started joining you guys in the podcasts. So when I first saw the Discord ping from Trey about the first podcast I have been, Is It Though podcast, Shallow Waters, with was Adrian, Thick Matt, and Kevin. I think Kevin. I think
Yes.
Kenneth was there in the next podcast after that.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it was.
The Sus, the Fight, and the Love, and that was when I felt the connection between you guys. I really wanted to know more about you guys, and doing these podcasts has honestly been very helpful. Playing with you guys, talking with you guys, playing with you guys off stream or even on stream, I've had fun, a lot of fun. Yeah, that's I have to say. It's like what someone always says, you can know someone for months, years, weeks, but there is that one person that can support you more than in seconds after you meet them. Like heck, you've known someone for like 7 years and there's this one guy who supported you much better than he did throughout that 7 years, and you only met him for like a few seconds.
Yeah, that's true, man. Listening. Shout out to you audio listeners. You know, I don't give enough much love. Thank you for listening. Kenny, Shawn, any final thoughts? Or are you guys good to go? Or
I'm good.
Well, I guess my final thoughts are stay safe out there. The world's getting dangerous. So stay safe. And I will see you on the next podcast.
thank you guys for joining. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you like, just hey, be a friend, tell a friend. Let's go to our Facebook page. Let's join our Discord. Links down below. And remember, if you're friends with somebody, tell them this one word, khakis. And if they don't say khakis back to you, they're not your friends. Is that right?
Khakis?
Khakis.
Khakis?
Khakis. Remember to go out there, tell your friends, khakis. If they say khakis back, they're your friends. And also, go have a safe week. I'm pointing at the camera aggressively. Sorry, but just know, tell your friends this. Leave a comment down below. Tell them that say khakis, and that my cooking is better than Kenny. Okay, thank y'all for joining. Bye.